A few weeks ago, I blessed the solar panels at St. Denis Parish. So the parish set up solar panels on one of the roofs of the parish building to capture the energy of the sun. There's all sorts of initiatives like that that are sensitive to the environment and ways of really helping us to flourish in a human way, that we utilize the gifts that God has given us. I think back to how I was raised by my parents. My parents grew up in the Depression, which means nothing went to waste. No scrap of food was thrown away. We wore our clothes until they were worn out, and then we used them as rags. Things were repurposed and not necessarily recycled yet because we didn't have that. But my parents were very frugal. And it wasn't just to save money, but to say that all of these material things that our lives consist of are meant to be utilized well and not wasted and not simply thrown away. So we look at all of the waste in our lives, and we could ask ourselves the question, both from an environmental perspective, but also a spiritual perspective. Sin, it's a sin to waste things. After I was in mission work and saw starving people in Haiti, it's really hard to see, for me, food being thrown away. It's hard to see water just being incessantly run out of a tap when no one is using it, or for a light to be on when no one is there. So there's very small practical ways that we can be much more prudent and less wasteful of the abundant resources that God has given us. That's part of living that stewardship that God entrusted to Adam in the Garden of Eden. It's a part of living a proper ecology as the church lays it out for us. Being good stewards of what the Lord has given us, not wasting it, utilizing it well, and repurposing things so that God's great creation can go on. So look around your life and ask yourself, what are the things that I am wasting? And how can I be more prudent and more efficient in the gifts that God has given me, and to share those with others?